Can you hear me? Microphone check. Microphone check. Testing microphone. Please put in the comments. If you can hear me, go ahead and put in a comment. Hey, Joe, how are you? I see that you're watching from Georgia. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Go ahead and put in the comment where you are watching from. Go ahead and put in the comment section. Hello, hello, hello. Very well. Good, good, good. Welcome, Angel. Laquetter, Georgia, beautiful. Detroit, Michigan. Very well, Kim. Welcome, Kimberly. Welcome, Laquetter. Welcome, Angel. Welcome, everyone. Go ahead and put in the comments. I want to know where you're watching from. Let's get this energy from 0 to 100. Put in the comment where you are watching from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am excited today, y'all. Houston, Texas, beautiful Angelica. Welcome, welcome. Who else is watching? Where are you watching from? Anyone from Maryland? Anyone from New Jersey, New York, Florida? Where are you coming from? Where are you watching from? Welcome, everyone. I'm excited. Like I said, 9 people. I need 10 more. I need 10 people on this show. Then we're going to go ahead and get the party started. Florida, Alicia, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Welcome, everyone. Good to have you guys here today. Florida, see, Darlene and Alicia, you both are in Florida. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me see if I can share my screen. Share screen. Share this in particular. I would love to share my slides with you guys. I don't want to share my entire screen. Okay, let's do this. So this is this one here. 11 people are watching. Beautiful. Stay right there, guys. Do not go anywhere. I am happy. Go ahead and put a comment. Let me know where you are watching from. I may have to share my whole screen. It's about to window. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Yeah, share. Also share system video. Yeah, that's it. Let's do video. All right, beautiful. This is the slide. Can you all see my screen? I think you guys can. Are you able to see my screen, guys? Transition. Slideshow from the beginning. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start this presentation. I am not able to see you guys. All I can see is my screen, but I'll come back and monitor my chat. Go ahead and put in the comment where you're watching from, and I hope you guys are able to hear me. For those of you that are new, that you don't know me, allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Elizabeth Akinfewa-Soye. I am an epidemiologist, a college professor, and a business coach. I assist individuals that are looking to transition into the entrepreneur space, specifically in the diagnostic lab. Okay, diagnostic testing is my forte. I help bring opportunities. I create opportunities. I connect you guys to resources that are out there. And I feel imperative to be here tonight discussing with you the opportunities that are in for chronic diseases, okay, especially for mobile labs businesses, okay. That's why I strongly recommend that you are here in its entirety. of this presentation because I do have a lot to share with you. So welcome. And also, if you have been working with Coach Eli for a minute, oh, I am AKA Coach Eli, okay? Popularly known as Coach Eli, all right? But yeah, my name is Elizabeth. So, but you all can call me Coach Eli. So, and for those of you that have been working with me, thank you so much and welcome back again. So today, what I want to discuss in particular is where the money is at. Where the money at? Where is the money? Because a lot of times, or not even a lot of times, it's so imperative for business owners to start to think. I want to assist you guys in seeing and fitting you guys into where you need to belong to, especially in the diagnostic lab. A lot of times when you're walking to this process, into this program, y'all don't know what to do, where the money is lying, where all this money, the funding, what to be doing. You guys are so used to looking for TPAs, right? The third-party administrators relying on TPAs to send you clients, and that's not necessarily the case. So I am here to discuss some funding opportunities with you guys, specifically in the chronic disease space. Okay, so before anything at all, I want you guys to understand the severity of chronic diseases. Some of you probably know someone that is going through, that has either hypertension or diabetes or cardiovascular diseases or some sort of chronic disease, right? All of this are considered chronic disease. A chronic diseases is a disease that does not have cure, right? That means someone or that person will be living with the condition, right? They will be managing that type of condition. And for these reasons, you're going to be in business, right? You have to remember that this is an entrepreneur space. So everything we're going to be talking about is impact and what profit, income and impact. All right. So as you can see, according to statistics, 70% of the United States the deaths that we have right now is caused by chronic diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, obesity, asthma, cancer, lead exposures, and on and on and on. Right. And as a result, if there are diseases, that means our economy is also going to be impacted, right? Because our government would not leave us alone angry, right? They got to make sure they take care of us, right? They got to be resources. They got to be resources that could be coming from of monetary resources, educational resources, screening, testing services, and what have you. And according to statistics, right? I had to go deep down a little bit just to give you guys facts. 4.1 trillion. That's a lot of money, y'all. $4.1 trillion every year is spent in the healthcare to treat these problems. Prevention and early detection, of course, saves lives. That's where you and I comes in. Screening services, aka testing services, comes with prevention. If you don't screen early to detect the problems, then we're going to have a problem. We're going to have chronic. It becomes chronic. But when the time we introduce prevention, which they say is better than cure, right? We are going to save lives. That's why I want you guys to begin to walk in your purpose today. Yes, you're here to make money. I also want you to have an additional piece to your puzzle, right? You're also here to make an impact. And that is where my inspiration comes. The name of my business is actually Impact Diagnostics. I am here to make an impact and income, right? And I want you guys to begin to walk in that arena, in that realm, all right? The moment you see your business as something that is powerful, impactful, then your money will come, right? We are here today to talk about prevention and how we all can fit in the healthcare space, right? How you, as your lab, can fit in the healthcare space. Specifically looking at sexually transmitted diseases, right? Sexually transmitted diseases is STD. It's a lot of people that are being impacted and affected by this. A lot of time we have stereotypes, we have prejudice. People are shy. They don't want to necessarily talk about their diagnosis, right? Because of what? People are going to condemn them. People are going to look down on them. It's not fun to talk about that. Oh, I have chlamydia. I have gonorrhea. People barely want to even get that determination. They barely test, they barely screen. And that's why we have problems. There's a lot of people that are being impacted by what? HIV, STD, STI. And you and I, we are open. We have our businesses open for testing. That's the diagnostic lab. We are labs, we are collection agencies, we are mobile labs. We can support the burden in the US healthcare system. All right. Therefore, what I want you to take away today is how we can start to position our businesses, our labs for preventative screening, to aid in early diagnosis, to help individuals, people, connect them to resources for care. You're linking people to care. And what that way, when we help and link to resources, to testing, to screening services, it reduces what we call morbidity. Morbidity is having diseases, morbid, because that disease might kill you. So we call it morbidity. A lot of times people have what we call comorbid. Comorbid is more than one type of disease, right? You may see someone that have hypertension at the same time they have diabetes, right? Comorbid, that's two, that's comorbid, right? So therefore, I want to start to see you guys start to walk in your purposes, all right? Yesterday, as of yesterday, I don't know if you guys know, for those of you that are not, that you don't know, we secured a $3.8 billion in contracts and funding for what we call community health event for lead testing. My business has been on this project for 3 years now. And we've been testing families every now and often for screening for early detection of lead exposure, lead poison. And I began to teach this. As of last month, I had my first and annual conference teaching you guys, giving you guys the blue steps, the blueprint on how y'all can also fit into this program, right? If you guys have children in your states, you are overqualified for this program, for this funding. As we speak, it's a lot of money moving and shifting into the preventative screening program, because if our insurance company, if the government refuses to give money for prevention, they would end up spending a lot of more money. So that's why they would rather invest in prevention than early detection. All right. I am going to take questions at the end. What I want to talk about today, what I want to focus and I want to begin to help you position yourself for is chronic diseases, specifically for STD and STI, like I said, because majority of you in this space are mobile labs. Instead of you working for people, you might as well take your LLC, take your EIN, take your business and start to position for this type of opportunity. Like I said, STD is a lot. Did I just say one? I mean, 4 out of 5 people, if you put 5 people together, I say 3 out of 5 people have STD. Some are not curable, some are curable. HIV has been ongoing, right? And I'm here to let you know that measles is on the rise. We have new cases of measles every day. We just got an alert that there is a new case in Texas as we speak. So measles again, and even the hand, foot, and mouth diseases now is hot. So measles is the new topic right now. Y'all remember when we had the COVID pandemic? And a lot of us got the HRS funding for mobile clinics and outlets. Measles is on the horizon, and you all have to start to position yourself. If you don't have your CLEAR certificate, I recommend that you go ahead and certify yourself, your labs for a CLEAR. A CLEAR is a point of care testing, and measles is one of those tests that we can test rapidly. COVID is another one. You all were here when we had the COVID pandemic, right? Measles we have new cases every day, especially for measles. It's a lot. There is a public health alert as I speak, because what's going on is that we have a current system. It's called the health surveillance. And now there is a measles outbreak that we are tracking. So you guys have to start to get ready to position yourself. And I'm going to discuss all that. So therefore, as I've discussed, there are gaps in healthcare delivery, the way that healthcare system is being delivered, especially for STD testing. Because of what? The dysfunctioning, the way that people see STD. It's not easily accepted, right? People are shy to talk about their status. You already know what I'm talking about. So there are gaps. So I want you to take your business, take yourself, position your business and bridge the gap. So you all are going to tap into the top dollars that we have available for testing. Okay? Top dollars are moving. And only labs, only mobile businesses can help us bridge that gap. For example, there is limited access in underserved populations. There are some areas that they are probably not, they don't have access to clinics. Transportation is a problem. There are some areas that are considered underserved. So we want to take our services to those underserved areas. You are helping bridge the delivery, the way that scarce services is being delivered. Mobile labs. We've identified transportation as a barrier, even testing delays, because a lot of people testing delays. When I say testing, I'm talking about point of care testing, getting the results ASAP. I'm not going to go into data because I don't want to bore you, but we don't have a lot of health records, data, even the system that helps on aid in diagnosis and treatments. So there's a lot of opportunities for mobile businesses that I'm here to talk about today. I'm going to do a check just to make sure I'm here, not just speaking void. I'll check my screen. Are you guys here with me? Go ahead and put in comment number 1 if you're with me, if you can hear me, if everything is going smoothly. Put in a comment 1. I'm going to make sure we are all here together. Jackie, did you see my screenshot that I sent you this afternoon? Beautiful, like weather. Awesome. Great work, guys. Good mind. Slideshow from current slide. All right. The power of mobile labs, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. A lot of you want to have businesses. Y'all want to become a CEO. You want to become an entrepreneur. You're burned out. You don't want to work for someone else's. You're building someone else's dream and all that. But you truly, and that's because you see yourself. You see that you're able to do it. You fit in the system. Majority of you are phlebotomists. You're already doing these things anyway, right? And you love the idea. Coach Eli told you you don't need anything. You just need your LLC. You need your EIN. You can rock, right? You just need to connect to labs. Call MedTalks, call LabCorp, call Quest, and you get all these lab accounts. The process seems very easy. You like the whole idea, and you go for it. And you're now in business. But do you truly understand what you carry? Do you truly understand your impact? Do you truly understand your business? Do you understand where your clientele are? Do you truly understand how to make the money? Do you even truly understand what you're doing? Are you here for just the TPAs that will send you client? Are you here for the 6 figures? Are you here for the generation wealth? Are you beginning to see yourself and fit in how you can make 6 figures out of this whole thing? How do you fit in the big pie? How do you fit in the big cake? Are you beginning to understand what you carry, what you guys are actually called to do in the healthcare space? A lot of you don't. A lot of you don't understand what you're here to do. Number one thing, the power of mobile labs is that you are bringing testing directly to the community. If you understand the hindrances, the barriers in people not getting tested on time, you understand that you are valuable and that your business carries away. It's just because you guys don't know where to go, who to be talking to, the rooms that you're supposed to be at, who your network are. The moment you figure out those 4 things, you will be good to go. Because we carry what we carry. Mobile labs have the power to bring in testing directly to the community, like we just did yesterday. We served over 200 families yesterday for lead testing. These parents were happy. It was a one-stop shop. They will rather call out of work because they are going to get everything they need at that one time. Because it's a burden. You having families going to appointments, especially if you're sick, especially if you're trying to get a diagnosis of what's going on. And you at the mobile lab, you're positioning them, oh, I can help you solve those problems. But you don't know because you are focused on TPAs that will send clients to you. So you left the big part. You removed yourself from the equation. You all then put yourself in the funding opportunities. You are waiting for TPAs to pay you instead of you to pursue the top dollars. If I did it, you can do it. But you don't understand. And that's why we have sessions like this. Webinar, come, let me educate you. Sometimes some of you are not even paying attention. Sometimes some people are not paying attention. So there is power in what you do. Begin to carry yourself, begin to fit in, begin to talk to the right people. Like I was saying, we served 200 families yesterday. They all came out because why? They will be able to get the lead test done. I'm not going to no doctor's appointment because a lot of times doctors don't even have the convenience. They don't have the time that you want. Doctors are booked. You go there, you're going to go there and sit down. Do you have time to go to one doctor's appointment and sit there for hours? If you go to LabCorp now, the line is packed. You're going to be sitting. And that's the problem with healthcare you are solving. People need an in and out appointment. People need you to go and come to me and we call it a day because people have other stressor, other things that they are dealing with. Called stressors, the things that cause stress. So out of the stressors, you are alleviating one of the problems that they have. Another thing that you carry as a mobile lab is you assist in the early detection. Early detection, promptness in treatment. You are there. You also help them in increasing screening compliance. I don't know if you guys know. Especially our insurance companies, these large corporates, the MCOs in particular, managed care organization. Those are the people that you'll need to be talking to that will give you money. We're going to get to that in a minute. But they also have compliance. You think, for example, Athena, Blue Cross Blue Shield, you think they are Blue Cross Blue Shield because they want to be Blue Cross Blue Shield? They have to meet some compliance. Center for Medicaid and Medicare, it's like you all have your own clear certificate from CMS, right? Center for Medicaid and Medicare. You all got you apply to your state, you say you want to have a clear, you're a mobile lab, give me my clear waiver lab. Don't you have to meet compliance as a lab? Don't you all need your policies and procedure? Do you understand what those procedures says? There is a compliance in place. All these bigger chambers, these MCOs need to meet some screening compliances. And you are the only personnel, you are the only business that solves that problems. But you guys don't know because no one is teaching us these things in this industry. What they teach us is you can make money because TPA will send clients. And a lot of times when I talk to people, if I put 10 people together, the first option is is TPA. You are not here for TPA. You are here for yourselves. You are here for your business. Go ahead and put your business name in the comment. I want to see some of your business names here. You are here for your businesses. You're not here for TPAs because TPA also have their own LLC and EIN, and they also want to put money in their bank account. So they will pay you a piece of their cake to do the collection for them. Why don't you get that money and also pay someone to do the collection for you? Why don't you do that instead? As of yesterday, my net profit was $17,800 just yesterday. And if I'm doing it, you can do it. Because MCOs, managed care organizations, are by law required to do this preventative screening. They got to. Because Medicaid is paying them. Don't you all have insurances? If you go to a doctor now, who is paying for those bills? Your doctor bill that you don't get bills from is billed directly to the insurance company. Don't you understand there is a compliance and all those things? Do you think it's insurance company? It's not for Blue Cross. The money is not Blue Cross Blue Shield's money. It's for the government. So there are some stipulations that are behind those money, those funding. You guys don't know those things. Nobody talks about those things. So don't be brainwashed, okay? And there is something we call the public health, right? I'm an epidemiologist. I don't know if you guys know that. What we do is track diseases. Why are some diseases happening? Why do people have diabetes? What's going on? Why are people having cancer? Where's the STD coming from? That's my job as an epidemiologist. We are before the doctors. The doctor, when you have a problem, you go to them, they write you medication, they treat you, right? You can either do surgery and all that, but we are the, like, why these problems? Why these diseases? All right. So y'all carry a powerful weight, and we have to start to work in our purpose in 2026. We have to start to work in our purpose in 2026. I will bring the game to you, and we're going to change this way that we approach our businesses. If I made 17,000 to 1,800, 800 yesterday, you can just in one day. Where are these fundings from? Where are they? Where are funding? A lot of you don't even know about CDC. I talked about the PGX testing specifically of veteran PGX testing. That's the pharmacogenetic testing for veteran. The thing is, you guys don't understand what testing is and why testing is so needed. Y'all think on the business side, let me just open my LLC, let the TPA send me money. What if the TPA don't call me? I'm gonna shut down the LLC. I'm gonna go work for someone else. The moment you start to change your mind about how testing works and where the opportunities are, you begin to make a lot of money in your business. It's like the home care agency. We have the big home care agency. Like, which ones are the big ones there? Give me some names, y'all. Homestead, Angel, all those big names in the home care agency. Why are they continuing to make more money? Why do they have franchises? Why them? They understand the game. They are positioned for the game, but we don't know your name. Why is Walmart big? Why is Amazon big? Why is Lyft? Why is Uber? Why are those big corporate big? They started from a place, but they understand the game. Immediately when Uber came, Uber understand the game. Zuckerberg came, they understand the game. Y'all here, they just telling you to go and do TPA. No, y'all need to understand the game. Some of the game is the CDC. There are some projects. When you go to CDC, there is thousands of billions of dollars projects and grants that are available, but nobody teaches us grants. Nobody talks about all of these things, because when we walk into this LLC, into this business, oh, go and be doing TPA. That's all they tell us. Do you guys remember ASA? How many of you, if you know about ASA and if you got some money during COVID pandemic, put in the comment. ASA, people were making billions during COVID. That's how a lot of us actually got into this game. ASA, there's still lots of funding in ASA. Right now, it's called HRS, the healthcare something. I forgot it. It's an acronym. HRSA, specific for mobile medical units. That's how y'all were able to get your clear waiver. That's how y'all actually know about this business here. ASA is still there. SAMSHA also, I told you about how you can leverage your drug testing with behavioral clinic. I actually made a connection last night. We had a mental health workshop, because I'm a faculty, I teach, right? And we had a workshop yesterday. And we have a lot of behavioral technicians and psychologists, psychiatrists that came to talk. I made strong connection. I asked them, y'all don't like going out. Y'all don't like to tap into the big cake. They teach us to sit in the back to wait for TPAs. But if you stay in the front, it's a lot of opportunities right in the front. If I made 17 grand just in one day, what do you think you should? Isn't that a slap on your faces? Don't you need to get up and get to work? And this is the how. This is where these are the resources that I'm connected to. These are the resources. It's like the example that I'm giving. I'm trying to break it down so they can make sense. It's like the home care agency people, visiting angels. That's that. Why is visiting angel keep killing the show? Keep getting 10 out of 10 all the time. They understand how to play the game. It's the same LLC that visiting angel have, and you that you have a home care also have. It's nothing else. But the difference is they understand the business. Y'all don't have a protocol. Y'all don't have a business plan. Boom, come here. I'm gonna change it though. We are the game changer. I'm gonna change this narrative in 2026. So come with me, okay? Stay right there, don't go anywhere. So, as I was saying yesterday, we are not gonna partner with a clinic, behavioral health clinic. We are gonna do the drug testing. They'll continue to do their mental health because they are not there for drug testing. But as a behavioral health, if drug is a problem, if mental health part of the comorbid, right? We're talking about comorbidity. Part of the comorbid of someone that has mental health could be drugs. They could be on opioid. They could be opioid dependent. A lot of times when people have drug problems, they also or addiction problems, they also have mental health problems. So it's a comorbid, and we are going to solve those problems. So our labs will take care of that the little piece, and they can function as a therapist to treat. Right? There is something also the NHI research study. Y'all will not start to position your businesses for funding through your states. As I was saying, these are examples of grants that are available as we speak. The SAMHSA grant, this one here. Look at the ARSA, mobile health for community screening. You guys are not looking, you're not talking to ARSA. Y'all let Quest keep taking this money here. And Quest will have the money, they will call you to do collection. Boom, can you do this? They will give you the mobile, all this specialty kit lab. Y'all want to draw for, what's the name of the popular special labs? Give me a name of a special labs here. Those special kits that you draw for labs, y'all let those mobile labs, those special kits people start. Y'all want to connect with my one medical source. Alta lab, all these labs that you are connected to. If there is no business, they would have gone bankruptcy. They would have closed down. They would have shut down. But Quest never shut down if there isn't need in the industry. For community screening, most especially, the special labs. We're going to start looking to ARSA next year. CDC for health disparity. So these are some, not all of the available grants that we have that y'all need to start to fit in. I said something about lead testing, right? I said something about lead testing. And allow me, I'm going to pull I took notes for you guys. Here's my notes for lead. Oh, I meant to say measles. Remember, for measles, as we speak, because that's the current need right now. And I wanted to start to see if you guys can start to position your labs for testing, especially for public health contract. When it comes to measles, is a public health problems because we currently, what we do is surveillance, looking at which state has the current new cases. Where are the new cases? As we speak, Texas has new cases and is volatile, it's beginning to spread. We had a new case, we had an outbreak in February and it decreased. Now there is a peak again in measles and hand and foot diseases. And I want you guys to start to look into this might be a little bit of a stick for you as a starter, but you want to start to position, you want to talk to some schools and daycare, because what they do is they offer on-site testing. Like I said, I had this thing. You have to start to look into the early Head Start. Early Head Start are for babies that are less than 2. It's like a daycare. You all know early Head Start, right? So Head Start are looking for you. Even your community healthcare centers, urgent clinic means mobile services, because what they do is some places are like underserved. There is no such. If you guys really look into publications and if you're looking deep down into how healthcare system work, people don't really have access and they need mobile support. That's where you guys come in to help them in the collection of samples, and they will just take that to the lab, like what you're typically doing. Health fairs are good ways. That's how I got my contract, my health fair, like just going to one health fair. Y'all would underestimate all of these things that I'm sharing with you, but there are really assets. Okay. Mobile van clinics, you can honestly really tackle and travel with them anywhere, because measles is believed America don't have, because we have the vaccination, the MMR, mumps, measles, rubella, MMR vaccine. America has wiped away measles. There is no cases of measles for years. America have been able to combat that. through vaccination. However, due to immigration, people going in and out of the country, they tend to bring these diseases in the country, and that's why we have these new cases as we speak. So you want to target some travel clinics, some concierge services clinics, and as well as immigration services vendor, and some doctors that are actually immigrant doctors that you can truly start to work with. I'm telling you guys right now. So I'm just giving you some resources on how, especially for measles and some of your testing services. Okay, I'm gonna take questions from current slide. So direct to consumers would be your Facebook awareness. A lot of you don't have a Facebook page. You guys don't have Facebook pages. So let's go to where the fun part is. Okay. Then do you start having heard of all of this? Yeah, Coachella, now we hear you. These are all good stuff. How can I really start to do what I need to do? Because I'm ready. I really want to make money. I'm the one that works for Quest. Quest calls me. We have to clock in at 9 after, I'm the one doing all these things. Like there is a lady, one of my students, and then I don't want to mention her name. She every day in that clinic, because she works at a PCS, Patients Care Center, and PSC, rather. And she says every day we see almost 400 people every day drawing blood. I'm telling you right now, out of that 400, even if they give you 20, you are not asking for it. You only need 20, you only need 10, right? You're still gonna make your money steadily. They have. How many of you already have SAM? SAM is a huge deal. I'm not saying don't go through SAM, but if I were you, I'm gonna take this beyond SAM. Your state has procurements, so you need to register with your state. SAM is a federal. That's the whole America. If I were you, I'm going to narrow it down to my state and even my local health departments and local states. Remember, we have the state and the local, right? So you have to register as a vendor and a contractor. So a lot, like for example, this measles that I'm talking about, all these schools, they won't come directly to you. They know to go to their states. So you are going to align with your state as a vendor. Easy peasy process. If you don't know how to do these things, these are the type of questions I need to start to see in the group. I'm not looking for questions like, how do I get this TPA? Because if you're looking for TPA, you won't make money. You won't make the 6 figures you're looking for. You won't really get it unless if you think this is a side also. If you're not ready to make 17 grand in a day, then this is not for you. 17 grand in a day. With the states, with the federal, you have to get your dons and all that number. It's not required for states. It's not even required for all of this partnership that I'm asking you to build. And there is now what we call the proactive way in securing funding. What is the proactive way in securing funding? Let's talk about that a little bit some. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. What is the proactive way? Absolutely. Good work. Now I can see this comment. I'm gonna go back to this slide, but I want us to talk a little bit some here. What is the proactive way in seeking funding? Yes, SAM.gov is good. You go in line, you look at all the procurements, all the RFPs, the request for proposal, yada, yada, yada. But I'm glad to let you know that we don't do all that. Currently, what I've seen to start to work is the proactive way in securing funding. And honestly, the proactive way in securing funding is what? Partnerships. I didn't get my lead contract through NoSam.gov. I was at an health event, health fair, networking. This is where those people are. So you're going to start to do partnership and proactive way in securing funding. And the securing funding proactive way is proposing. Now that you know there is measles, there is diabetes, there is chronic disease, STD, you're going to go to those organizations and you take your letter, you're going to have to write a letter, write an email to the right person. The problem is that you are in your proactive method of reaching out, you are not reaching the right person. The opportunities are sitting there, the money, the top dollar is there. It's just that you're not talking to the right person. It has to fit the right place at the right time. I was at the right place at the right time when I secured my top dollars in testing. I was unable to do a video yesterday because we were packed. I couldn't move an inch. Parents were there. They want to go. Even we as a mobile lab, people are going to come to us and they are still in a hurry. Where are these parents going? People barely have time. They probably want to stay on the phone, or they are solving problems, or they have to go and pick up the kids. But people are truly busy. So you as a lab, you are convenience, you're offering convenience. You just have to understand where the money at. Where are these people? Don't let TPAs take you away from the game. I've shared some grants that are available, and we are working the powerful thing that I teach right now that gives me confidence to say I want to have a webinar with you tonight is because we have a proactive way in securing funding and growing our businesses. What we are doing right now is we're targeting some agencies. The CDC is inclusive, the veteran is inclusive, and we have created the proposal because that's the proactive way. You won't have to go to sam.gov or wait for an RFP, because guess what? You're not the only person that is responding to the RFP, and you probably have some other agencies that are way qualified than you. And because we already know what we have in strength and what we have in weaknesses, our weaknesses are we are newbies. We are a one-man show. I'm a small business startup owner, right? You have a small business. You're not Walmart. You're not Amazon. You're not those big guys. We already know our weaknesses, but we know our strength. Our strength is in our education. We know what's going on. So we're going to leverage our education. We're going to leverage our network. You have Dr. Eli in your team. I'm an epidemiologist. I have quite a few people in my team, my network. We have the knowledge. So we're going to use those as a leverage, and we're going to take our proposal, because what we do is when we create this funding package, the proposal, we know what to say, what we propose to this agency. So we say we are going to solve those problems for you because there are some targeted funds that are specifically for community intervention, that are specifically for preventative screening, such as the PGX, specifically for veteran. So we're going to take our proposal to veteran and say, veteran, I have this PGS because you guys all offer PGS testing. If you have an Alliance account, you can offer PGS testing. If you all have a mobile car, you can do STD testing. HIV is problematic. There are so many foundations, they are looking for you to say, hey, I can take myself, I will go to the underserved community and I'll give the testing in real life time. And they will pay you top dollar for. But we don't know those things, and neither do we have a lot of information in the industry. It's kind of like boring. So people don't really tap into it. But that's where those opportunity lies. That's how you're truly going to get your 6 figures. That's how you're going to really make the money. Okay? So as we speak, like I'm saying, we have the chronic disease opportunity. We're going to go for HIV testing, chlamydia, for all the STDs, targeting the foundations, the agencies that would give us the funding, because by law, they have to spend that top dollar. But if you don't go talk to them, you let Quest go or you let someone else go, you won't get it. So the way we are doing it now is being proactive. I shared all my story at the conference, how I got my dollar, what we were doing in pipeline. And look at me today. If I decide not to do any type of work, I'm fine, because what I'm supposed to make in 3 months, I've made it in a day. So what is stopping you from not moving? Like, I want to know though. Can you guys tell me in the chat, like, what are some things that are truly the barrier? Because if I don't have a barrier, I won't be able to really help you guys because I'm trying to think what could be the barrier for some of you. Like Clarivan, I know that Charlene sharing some of her story. She said she was at a conference on Tuesday and did a lot of networking. You'll be shocked at your results. There is power in networking. There is power in leaving home, leaving your comfort zone. There is so much power and opportunity in those things. It is better you do those things, you leave home and do networking than you wait for TPAs. If I were to be teaching about TPA, if I were to call for a webinar, come and let me give you names of TPA. You all will fly, run down. Look, we only have 18 people watching. Despite the fact that I had a lot of people looking for this webinar. 18 is a good number, actually. What I'm saying is that you have to start to reposition yourself. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. What I want to do is I'm looking for some volunteers. I want to have a show. I want to have a show where I can put some powerful, smart people together and we can talk. It's going to be a show-like thing because I really want to know what the barrier is. What's stopping people from really, really taking big steps? You want to make 17,000 in a day. Do you think it will come from a TPA? A TPA will ask you to come and take 17 grand? No, you have to get it underneath your belt. And it's doable. It's possible. I will have another event again next 2 weeks. That's because there is a need. Children are dying. They have developmental delay. It's a lot of autism. It's a lot of people that have ADHD. It's a lot of problems. And that's why. And if these insurance companies don't pay me 70,000 right now to do the testing, they will end up paying more. They will have to. One child can cost them thousands of dollars because that child will not have a pediatrician, a mental health counselor. They're on different programs that the insurance will have to pay. So they will rather pay for prevention than to start to kill. And that's what I'm helping you to understand. To start to position yourself for these opportunities. To start to position yourself for all of this good stuff that are out there. But we have to understand the problems. I'm looking for a volunteer. I really want to have a show. I'm serious. Because we can't be teaching without results. Lobby can't. I like them. Keep them coming. What are the problems? Are you afraid? Is it your 9 to 5? Is it boring? Would you rather just do collection? Well, I can't because I can't really figure it out because I'm a go-getter. I like wealth. I have a certain lifestyle. I have not even lifestyle, but I can't afford to fail. I can't afford to fail. So I don't see nothing that will stop me from not going to where I need to be at. That's making sense. So I really want to have a show. That will be my next thing because I want to see where the problem is at. And we're going to film. We're going to have it as if it's really going to be a real show though. Because everybody is having shows now. How about how we have CoachEli show? Because I'm a solutionist. Gotta have a solution to this problem because I know where this money at. But y'all really need to position yourself. So what could be the problem? I want to have a show, y'all. So I'm gonna go back to my screen. I'm gonna share my screen with you one more time because I do have to finish this. I took notes for y'all. I'm gonna share one more thing with you. Share screen. And I'll take questions at the end. Okay. So as I'm saying from current slide, you do that. Like I said, this is a real example here. On top of our lead testing opportunity, I'm with my local Head Start, and we are given the opportunity to come and do physicals. So we have physicals. I have a nurse practitioner on board that does the physicals for us. She also helps us with the hearing test and all that. And we do the mobile test. We do the lead test. Because Head Start is a nonprofit For people that are low income, that can't send their kids to school, come, let's start. There's a funded program. Where do you think, how do you, and in the proposal, in that proposal for the earlier start, they said they are going to make sure all the children in the program are connected to resources. They have good days, they have good that, they have screening, and there is a budget already for testing. A lot of you are not going to those places to get the money because they've already budgeted for you in that proposal. So you're going to start to talk to your early start. So we just secured another contract to do testing. So like I said, how you're going to get started is very easy. You're going to go the proactive way. You gotta have to build relationships. Like Charlene was saying, you're going to go to this events here and there. You can also consider the done for you proposal, where we have experts that already knows what we are doing. We're not taking a guess. We're not taking a guess. We know what we do. We have all that. It's a done for you proposal. Like I'm saying, like this chronic disease, we are going after $1 million, nothing less than $1 million in this chronic opportunity. And we're going to write your business into this proposal. So when we get the money, you are already going to get the money. We're helping you to build a proposal program. You can start that way too. And apply for targeted grants, right? You can do all of these activities. Allow me to share my screen with you on what the offer I have for you, and as well as the proposal, which is the done for you proposal. And this is for the lead, because we are targeting managed care organization, that's the MCOs, because they are by law required to reinvest 3%, up to 3% of their profit. You imagine in one state, you guys have up to 10 MCOs. If you look it up in your state, which MCOs you guys are right now, they are by law required to reinvest their profit. You can talk to any of these MCOs. It's just a matter of who is the right people. And in this done for you package, everything is done for you. For example, professionally written, tailored for MCOs, so you don't have to guess. ChatGPT can give you what we're going to give you, because we are using my lab, Impact Diagnostics, as a case study. Our statistics-driven program. We have numbers. This is what I do every day. Every day, every 2 weeks, we test. We have stats. We have numbers. I have results. I have to give lead test the result. When we do the test, it comes back to me. I have to give the pediatrician. I have all this data already. So when they see me, your proposal, mirroring what I do every day, they are forced to give you the money, because it comes from a professional standpoint. They know that you know what you're doing. This is truly, they know what you're talking about. It's different when a ChatGPT writes it for you, or you try to do it on your own. Understand it comes with a cost, but it's results and data driven, right? Why do you need this proposal? Why do you need to pay for this proposal? Why do you need to start to seek this funding? We talked about the problems that are identified in the healthcare system. Not only environmental problems, even chronic diseases, right? So you want to say you're a mobile lab. Like I said, it's done, it's written. You don't even need to figure nothing out. By the time we start to do all of this stuff, I truly didn't want to come sell, but it's imperative for me to let you know what's happening behind scene, right? I know it's not going to be for everyone, but this is an opportunity that helps you to unlock new streams. You're looking for money. Instead of you searching and chasing MCOs, you can tap into this dollar that we are going after. And I use my cute little picture from my concluded conference, right? Look, it's pre-reading. It's a proposal targeted for MCOs, because we know MCOs got money, right? The same chronic disease, we're going to also go to MCOs to get the money for screening services. And these are, I'm going to give you this link, but you can definitely read up on this one here. Funding justification. Why should they give us $1 million? Why? You're asking for money. Why should they make $70,000 in a day? We justify all that budget. I was on top of my feet yesterday working, testing families. I deserve that money, because I'm bringing clinic to them. I'm connecting them to care. On top of me giving them 10 minutes of their 10 minutes, I'm only asking for 10 minutes. Some parents are so nervous, they couldn't wait. They still want to leave. They can't even wait in line. There was a girl, she was only there for 30 minutes. She's complaining. Why about you go to Quest? You think you're going to be in Quest for 30 minutes? That's what I'm saying, though. So the funding that we're asking for is being justified. We have the data, my data. I do lead testing. The best person to help you secure this funding is me. Through this funding, through this done for you proposal. I want to switch gear a little bit. I don't want to talk about this one because that's honestly not what I'm here for. I'm actually here to help you begin to see your business as an asset, as an impactful business for that matter. So here is the funding opportunity. If you're interested, that's what it's going to cost you. And I added to that package. What I'm adding to this package is this real quick here. I don't know if I put it somewhere. Oh, I didn't have it on this computer. It's called the, let me see real quick before I switch gear, because I'm about to switch gear for you. Where is that thingy? Where is this? Where is it? Let me see. Send this other one here. Oh, I mean this one here. Okay, it's probably here. Yeah. What I'm adding to the lead, if you ever decide to use this, if you want funding opportunity, is that I'm gonna add what I'm calling funder pitching. It's a robust breakdown. But if you're interested in this opportunity, you can let me know. So let me switch gear a little bit. I want to take questions. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. What I want to say is that a lot of you also have started this business, but you're not scaling, you're not growing. I also want to see what the issue could be. Like I said, I'm looking for real life conversation. I really want to have a show. When I say show, I'm not playing, I'm not joking, because I really want to see what people are truly facing. How do we really combat this problem? How do we truly solve all of this problem I'm talking about? So I want to start to hear from y'all because I'm successful in this business. So I really want to see from the other side what the hindrances are, what the problems are. That way I can easily provide clarity. I can help quickly understand, because I would know when you say, because I don't know as of I really don't know honestly what the problem is. But also to let you know that I have an upcoming mentorship. Initially, my mentorship is designed only for individual one-on-one, but because of the cost, there is a group session. I have group, it's the same. It's just that one is in group, the other is one-on-one tailored for your business. The group is with others, which sometimes poses its own benefit because you're getting groups, you learn with people, right? It's coming. If you really want to finish strong this year, I have that opportunity for you. So I really want to see what the problem is. So Sabrina is saying, one thing that would stop me is taking on too much and not delivering what I promised. It will make my company look bad. For sure, it's going to make your company look bad if you take too much. But do you really even have that too much? Are you seeing a lot of flows? Are you seeing the business? I also want to, the show will look like allowing you guys to see yourself in the picture. A lot of times you guys are not seeing yourself in the picture because what you see is the TPAs in the picture and you think you're only here for collection. And another way that we also design this business is that we say, okay, let's stack services. Let's introduce other streams of income. So that's why we have quite a few streams of income. For example, so let's use drug testing as an example. We offer drug testing, right? That's one of the services we offer. So with that, we know that drug testing is what is a pre-employment type of program. It's really for pre-employment because individuals, it's not like DNA. Individuals are not going to say, I want to do a drug testing because I feel like it. No, it's because it's a compliance. They got to remain compliant either at work or they did it for a new job. It's different from, you know what? I want to wear a Louis Vuitton. I'm traveling. Let me fly first class today. Like those are pleasure. But with drug testing, the type of service or the type of business you find yourself is for compliance. Y'all are in business for compliance type of thing. I hope that makes sense. So understanding and seeing how you fit in the solution will also allow you to know how to carry yourself and where you need to be at, if that makes sense. So therefore, drug testing is not for individuals. You have to start to work with companies, employers, supervisors, HR. And we talked about some of this bait mechanism, solution mechanism where you can make money. We talked about some of those at the conference, right? So how do you really start to see yourself in this in your lab, in your business? Okay, let me see. I have lab account but stuck on marketing. Marketing, that's the big problem. And that's the truth, Angel. Business is easy. I saw somebody in the group today. They were posting, I want to start. Starting is the easiest thing on earth. Y'all can start this business by yourself. But how do you scale? You can reach out to Lab. You can reach out to MedTalks. They can do all that. You can start this lab in 2 seconds. But are you truly making money? And that's where you see me. I get passionate. I get passionate. I get passionate because I'm like, because I want to know. A second. Why are people not why are people truly not making money? Like, yeah, very good. Where is the problem? I can spell today. What are your current limitations? I want to know. Put in a comment. Start this. And show. Yeah, it's on the screen. What are your current limitations? So marketing is and honestly, let me tell you something. It's hard in the beginning, but by the time you start to see results, it becomes second nature. You will love to keep doing it. The problem is that you guys don't know where to market. And I think I begin to figure it out. And that's why I'm introducing funding opportunities, because as a business, looking for individual clients here and there is hard. Talking to one client, talking to the client. Why don't you just go ahead and secure a contract? So that way contract pays you. You turn those contract into daily cash flow. Instead of you looking for clients every day, the contract becomes a daily cash flow. If that makes sense, Angel. So what you then do is you already have a contract with staffing agency or with a company. So the idea is how and who are you marketing to? If you know the right people, they will buy, because what you're selling is a needed service, if that makes sense. So we're gonna and when if I throw a marketing class, how many of you are gonna come to that class? Because a lot of times you guys are not really doing the needful. If I were to say, oh, I have a TPA list, a lot of you will want to buy a TPA list if I sell that TPA list right now. But if I throw a marketing class, it's boring. People don't like those things. And that's what I want to say with you guys. I'm looking for volunteers for my show. I'm really serious, y'all. I'm not playing, because I really want to know what interests people, and also how. And I know money interests us. Getting those clients interests us. And if you don't market, how do you even get those clients? If that makes sense. Money, yeah, money. How do you get the money? How do you get the money? Don't you have to work for the money? Aren't you inspired? If you were to have this contract right now, you will smile. But you have to understand that you have to meet the requirement for the contract. You have to meet the requirement for the money. So you have to do the hard work. It's a little bit of hard work, but it pays off. Huh? Unless if you don't want to do the lab business. And I also say, okay, go and do consulting. Go and consult for immigrants. That's another stream of income. Go and talk to immigrants. Instead of you working hard, you work smart. Immigrants will just pay you your money. You spend an hour with immigrants, you get paid $2,000 and above. You help them with their paperwork. You solve all the other problems. Right. The right people is the problem, Angel. The right people is the problem. Getting the right people is so imperative. And we're going to talk about all that. So I'm like I said, I've identified quite a few things that I feel like I want to do. I just don't know. Maybe it's a marketing class, but I do want to have a show. I'm looking for people to really come out with honesty and discuss what their injuries is and how we can really move past that stage. But my love, opportunities are right now available for chronic diseases as well as PGS testing for veterans. We are going and securing this money because we know this money is available. Like there are tons and top dollars moving right now, and we don't want to sit and let all these other bureaus keep getting the money. So we are fitting and positioning our businesses as we speak. So if you're available, if you're interested in the funding package that we have right now, you let me know. But we are moving and we are shifting and moving the game. That is exactly how I started. That is exactly how I got my money. We are doing it the proactive way. No RFP, nothing. It's not an RFP. How many of you have supplied for RFP? Did you ever get called? No one is going to call you back. They don't call us back. But we're going to talk to them directly. Even if they don't give us all that we're asking for, they're going to say, okay, take this certain month and go do what you say you're going to do and give us results. It's that easy. But that's what we're going to do. That's how we're rolling in 2026. So I'm going to, do we still have more questions? Thank you all so much for your time. If you haven't started your business and you're looking to start, consider the startup, which is the 5 weeks mentorship program. If you're looking to grow your business with fund opportunity, consider the funding opportunities. If you're looking for a show like talk show, please let me know. I'm recruiting. I want to have a show, and I really do need sophisticated people that would come and truly share one or two things. Okay. It's similar to lead, very similar. With the lead, we are targeting the MCOs, right? With even international organizations. But with chronic diseases, where I want to target CDC and some HIV foundation, because those are the two. For the chronic, it's going to be STD, yeah. So we have to be very strategic for the STD. But it's very similar because this money are out there and we want to just get it so they can give us and we go, right? TPAs are good. Don't get it twisted. TPAs are good stuff, but what if they don't call us with TPAs? What if the TPAs don't call us? Jackie, what do you mean with workshops? I don't know what workshops mean. Tanya said, need to connect with you and start up. Yeah, we need to do the startup. If you haven't started your business, you really, at least you have to start and have all the Islamic account, have all it takes so that you can get to the next piece of the puzzle. It's starting, understanding what you're doing, who your ideal clientele are, then securing funds, right? So that you can get the work. Yeah, rebranding too might be a good idea. Sometimes branding, I've seen, is actually branding works, y'all. A lot of people don't know. I wasn't a believer of branding until when I started to move in the starting way that I'm moving now. Branding is powerful. Your name, the way that you appear, your website, like those little things are imperative, especially when you're seeking funding. Because from a funder's perspective, how am I going to give you this much money? You got to be sophisticated. You got to look big out there. And it comes with branding. So that's a great idea. I'm telling you guys, all I'm saying, in other words, is try to start to make money in your business. Start to at least have clients. Don't start a business and don't know what to do. Start from somewhere. You can start with TPAs, but you got to pivot. You got to pivot. You can't really settle for TPA. You got to start to do some things differently and leave your comfort zone for a while. Start to go to events. Start to connect. And I gave you some names. Reach out to them, call them. If CDC has an event, be the one to go there. They have events, but y'all don't go to those events. That's the problem. Robert Wood Johnson, they have events. Connect with them. You got to be in connection. You got to, like, when I say be a vendor, apply. All this newsletter will come to you. And if those things are not really what you like to do, switch gears. Like, there are other streams of income. Like, you can be a consultant. Just know that you just want to make money. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak. You can become a consultant. Start to share your ideas, start to not, and you get paid doing those things, right? It's all about money. It's all about entrepreneurship, making impact and income. It's those two things. So any other questions? I'm looking at my chat, like, Um, I am so like I said, thankful for each and every one of you. I will be in the group. As you already know, we're gonna be in the group. If you guys need or anything, you know where to find me. You know that I'm always here. And this will be available on YouTube for a replay, for catch up. I think that's it from here. I think that's it. Adios, y'all. All right, I did it. That. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a great night. See y'all. Bye bye.